Aloha and welcome. My name is Danielle, and as a personal trainer, I work with a lot of people who suffer from shoulder pain. So if you are suffering right now, I feel for you. I am here for you. And that's why I wanted to create this video for you today, is to help create some key exercises that have helped a lot of my clients get rid of their shoulder pain for good, so that they can do all the things they love to do, and they can sleep better, and they can do their sports again. It is amazing how much a shoulder injury or pain can really impede our lives. So I have today a simple tool, a TheraBand. So if you do not have a TheraBand, I recommend getting one. You may have used this during PT. If you've gone to the doctor for a shoulder injury, they may have given you some physical therapy sessions. Again, if you are currently doing physical therapy, always listen to your doctor, but these may be some of the exercises that they've given you as homework, and that's why I wanted to create this video, is so that you would have a step-by-step guide and someone to help do them with you so that you actually do them, because it's about consistency. And that is where you're gonna really see the results, is doing this every day or minimally 3 to 4 times a week. And you're really gonna start to notice a difference of your range of motion, mobility into your shoulder, and more ease the more you do these. So I am here for you. All you need is this simple tool, this TheraBand. I have a light resistant TheraBand. Again, usually they are the yellow, but they may be different colors depending on the company. So just make sure it is the light TheraBand. So we're gonna get started. I have about 6 exercises, strengthening and stretches for you to do. And we're gonna start with a really simple and a feel-good stretch. We're just gonna stand right onto our TheraBand, just opening up about hip or shoulder width apart, so we can start to feel how this band drops our shoulders down. Okay, a lot of time our shoulder pain is caused from overuse, and our shoulders start to lift up and round our shoulders forward, shortening our chest and shoulder muscles and tightening up our supraspinosus muscle that helps to elevate our scapula. And that really starts to impinge on our acromion joint, causing nerve pain, inflammation, and limited range of motion. So by simply settling those shoulders open and down into your back with a little help of the band, we can already start to open up the space there. So as we take a deep breath in, again, let's just stand nice and tall, breathe in, and then as we breathe out, drop your arms down. Now we're gonna do a little neck release, keeping those shoulders stable. Let's bring right ear to right shoulder. And now let's bring it up through center, nice and tall, and to the other side. And now we're gonna add on a little half circle. We're gonna bring it up through center. We're gonna bring ear to shoulder. We're gonna slowly sweep our chin across our chest, keeping those shoulders stable and those palms open. Breathe in and breathe out. Keeping that nice smooth glide. And then once we're nice and even, release chin to chest and slowly restack all the way up nice and tall. And again, feeling those shoulders settle down into your back. Wonderful. All right, so now that we feel the home of our shoulders down into our back, we're gonna go into our first strengthening move, which is a lat pull or row. So I'm gonna have you step off with the left foot, so we just have our right leg in front. And then we're gonna go ahead and create a nice little lunge stance here. All right, we're gonna open up through the shoulders. We're gonna take a nice deep breath in, hinging at your hips, and we're gonna pull. Our palms are facing us, so those thumbs are forward, and we're rolling our shoulders open as we squeeze our elbows towards one another. Breathe in, breathe out. And this is great for stretching the shoulders and the chest and getting those shoulder blades to drop down into our back, into that V. Breathe in, breathe out. We just want to make sure that as we do these, we're keeping our shoulders nice and neutral, and we're not letting them protract when we release. Keep it open and pull. So we're just going to do about 4 more. I'd like for you to do about 12 of each move. Nice and slow and controlled. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Breathe in and breathe out and release. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and just step forward with this left foot so it kind of clears the space back behind us. And our second strengthening move is a straight arm press back. So we're just going to let, again, the bands drop our shoulders down, our palms are facing us, and we're going to keep those arms straight now as we press back. Now again, we're rolling our shoulders open and bringing our arms back and our hands towards one another. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, we're keeping our spine stable and we're reaching down to the floor with our hands to keep the tension out of the neck and upper back. So again, let's do 4 more here. And 3, make sure you're feeling that even pull on each side. And 2, and 1, and release. And then we'll go ahead and just step off of the band. All right, next we're gonna go into an external rotation with both arms at the same time. So we're gonna anchor our elbows. We're gonna place them right in front of our hip bone. And drop the shoulders down and open, and our palms are up. And I always like to hold onto the band with my thumb and index finger, just trying to keep the grip as loose as possible so we're not over tensing the hands. Again, it's our shoulders and our lats that want to be doing the work, not our hands and wrists. So again, we're just bending the knees slightly, getting nice and stable, breathe in, and then as we breathe out, we're gonna pull. Now I kind of feel like it's a little tight, so I'm gonna just loosen it up by separating the hands a little bit more so I can try to bring my hands out to a 90, lining up with my elbows ideally. So inhale to release the tension, exhale to pull. Keep feeling, again, those shoulders dropping down into the V of your back. And you might be able to see, again, just that little activation of the shoulder blades squeezing towards one another here. So again, breathing in, breathing out. Good. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. This might feel a nice little heat in the shoulders there. So just kind of memorizing how that felt as your shoulders stay dropped down into your V. And then we're gonna go into a side bend to help stretch out the lats and just keep that mobility through the shoulders in all directions. So we're gonna stretch our arms up. We've got a little pull, so it's almost like the shoulders can just relax here. You've got support. Breathe in, breathe out. Standing side stretch. Again, this bottom arm is gently pulling the top arm. Now we're gonna push into our feet and use the top arm to help lift the bottom arm up. Stand even taller. Exhale. Again, this bottom arm gently helps to pull the top arm up and over. Stay grounded in both feet and use your feet to push into the lift up. And exhale, side. Our belly is drawing in and we're staying nice and stacked. One more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale, side bend. And again, let's bring it back up through center. Breathe in and breathe out to release. All right, next we're gonna go into another variation of an external rotation move. This is a great move to help encourage not only external rotation, but we're gonna be getting internal rotation so we can get that full motion of our shoulder. So now we're gonna go ahead and open up into a warrior 2 position. So we've got our left foot open with a nice bend. We're holding on lightly with our right. Again, I'm holding on with my thumb and index finger. I'm just gonna anchor my elbow again to the left side, stand nice and tall, and then we're gonna pull it open. Okay, again, our hips are stable, spine is stable, my elbow's glued to my side, and I'm encouraging a 90-degree angle. Again, we're gonna rotate forward, nothing else moves. We've got that internal rotation, and then external rotation. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, if it feels too tight, too much resistance, you're gonna bring it more towards the end. If you feel like you need more, bring it closer to your anchor. Okay? I don't want it to be too strenuous. So again, on a scale of 1 to 10, like a 6. Okay, we're gonna breathe in, rotating in, breathe out, pulling open gently. That's it, just nice and smooth in each direction. Breathe in, breathe out. You just have 2 more. It's really connecting into how your shoulder feels, dropping down into the V of your back. Last one, and release. And then we're just gonna step the toes forward and bring it in. All right, so we're gonna do that same thing on the other side. Now, if you do just have one shoulder that is injured, you can certainly choose to just do these on that side, okay? But again, as you know, we definitely use our shoulders a lot, and it probably can be beneficial to do both, but certainly for time's sake, or if you just want to focus in on that shoulder, you can certainly do these one-sided for these external rotations. So again, we're gonna go ahead and just glue our elbow to our side, stand nice and tall and stable, breathe in. Again, just kind of test your resistance here for the first one. Once you feel it's right, then we're gonna continue to do our reps. And again, there's no need to over grip, just holding on lightly and keeping the wrist strong. Breathe in, breathe out. See if you can touch your right hip and then open up to the left hip. That's it, let's do 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we have 1 more. Excellent, and release. So let's go ahead and take the band. We're gonna finish off with the 3-way pec stretch. This is a great stretch in that 3-dimensional release through the shoulders. So let's go ahead and just hold onto the band nice and wide. Again, we're holding on with that thumb and index finger. Our belly's drawing in, and we're gonna slowly bring the arms overhead. Now, say you get here and it's hard to bring it back, just open a little wider, take your time, and slowly circle all the way back. So we want to try to keep those shoulders dropped down into your back, into their home as we circle. Okay, we're breathing in and breathing out. Keep your belly drawn in. Try to keep everything else as stable as you can. We're gonna do that 1 more time. Breathe in, breathe out, nice and slow. Breathe in and breathe out. Wonderful, and release. All right, so those are our key exercises and stretches. Again, this is kind of just a little sampling of some of the exercises that I use with my clients, but I'd say there are some of the most important. So now you can do this series once, and again, do it more consistently every day or minimally every other day. But you can also do this series if you have more time, 2 to 3 sets of these. Okay, so feel free to rewind this, do it again to go through all the different exercises, and you will start to feel a difference in those shoulders, that they're just able to stay dropped and into their home a little easier once we start to stretch out those tight areas and strengthen those weaker areas. Now, just as a little tip to finish off with, to end you with, that you can think about through the week, is just a simple thing like our hand position makes a really big difference on our shoulder position. So in order to keep those shoulders open, especially when we're just becoming aware of our shoulders, is to open up our palms, okay? And this particular pose is gonna really help to remind us to keep the shoulders open and the chest open. And you can see, as soon as my hands roll back, what happens to my shoulders. Okay, everything starts to round and almost kind of lift up a little bit. Okay, so now, if I just simply roll my palms open, you can see how that automatically kind of helps the shoulders settle back into its home. So just a little check-in throughout the day as you're walking or standing. If you look down and you see your hands like this, just make this simple shift. And all of a sudden it's going to start to increase that energy flow, that circulation into the shoulders so it can heal and create more ease and de-inflame. So I am here for you. Again, it is about consistency. That is the key. Just one round of this will make a big difference. So I am proud of you for watching this video. I hope you did it with me. And if you did do it with me, please let me know. Give me some comment. Let me know how you're feeling. I'm doing this for you. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you back here doing these exercises. Until then, keep shining. Aloha, everyone.